What's up, y'all? This is Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 10. Now, the link to the episode will be down below in the description box when the link is available. Until it's, till it pops up, it's going to say review up there, alright? So, I need you, go ahead, hit your girl up with the like. Now, before we get into this shady-ass episode, I need y'all to, like this video and subscribe and share this video because we're still doing the 1K subscriber giveaway and we are getting closer to it. Now, let's get into it. First off, it was Kandi and Demetria. Now, Kandi took Demetria out because she kind of feels bad about what happened at her bedroom candy party and with Goshay, and she didn't expect that. She didn't know anything about it, and she don't feel like that was the right time to bring it up. And Demetria was like, you know what? It was just really distasteful. I don't like how she went about it. Okay, and I'm like, yeah, Goshay kind of could have pulled her to the side on it. And Kandi was like, yeah, and I like the way that you handle it. And she was like, yeah, that's why I just got up. I didn't want to disrespect your house. She was like, thank you for not tearing up my house. And Demetria was like, yeah, because you a mogul and you a businesswoman, and I know that you're an actress and a singer and that you perform and all that. And she starts getting into Kandi like, so how do you miss performing? She was like, yeah, I miss it. There's sometimes where I miss performing. And just trying to get into Kandi's head. She's like, well, you know what? I really think that me and you should do business together. Me and you should work together. And Kandi's like, no. Okay, I'm not trying to work with anybody else in this circle. Y'all know what happened between her and Kim. Okay, Kim didn't want to pay her. She felt as though the dang on songwriter is not supposed to get paid. I don't know what that. And even with trying to have Portia on the play, Portia didn't show up a lot of times. So I get where Kandi is coming from, but hey, if Demetria gonna pay, why not play? Okay? Anyways, so next is you got the three new musketeers. And it's not the three musketeers, it's just Claudia and Miss Kenya Morton. Now Claudia done brought Kenya to the podiatrist with her. So Claudia can get these feet done. And she thought Kenya was gonna be some good old support for her. And Claudia, I thought you knew Kenya, okay? She sat there, cracked on her, everything. Claudia, your feet did look bad, baby. It's almost like I wanted to say that you wore too small of a shoes because them corns was serious. And then I had to sit there and look at the screen like, the whole time your feet was on the screen, but that's okay. You was brave enough to go on screen, okay, and show that feet. So power to you, all right? Because Kenya is even sitting there like, and the doctor was like, you know what? It's not even that bad. This is a very mild case, but you know what? You're gonna have to get surgery, okay? They're gonna have to be removed. Claudia, your feet done been through the struggle. Alright. Anyway, so next is Demetria again. And this time is Cynthia and Phaedra. I'm going to say Portia. Phaedra, they come up there and visit Demetria in the studio. And they're just kind of talking about the whole situation with the BK party. How Goshay did about it. And then she starts bringing up her being an actress. Phaedra is like, well, what do you want to do more? And Demetria's like, I always wanted to sing, okay, and I never wanted to act. I never took classes for it. It just kind of happened. And Phaedra's like, okay, so what genre do you want to do? She was like, well, I kind of just want to do pop. And she was like, but why did you do that when you was a young tulip. You know, when you was a little tulip, she's like, excuse me? She was like, how old are you? And she was like, I'm 35. She's like, yeah, you should have tried that when you was a young tulip or something. Yeah, why don't you just try to figure out what genre that you really want to do? Phaedra, why is you being so shady to this girl? So next, okay, Miss Shady Faye Faye. Girl, I tried to be on your back. I'm like, Phaedra is stressed out for that marriage. Apollo is driving her up the wall. She cannot be being this mean right now. And she ends up talking about some Roger Bob, okay? And she's like, we've been together for 8 years. She's like, 8 years, huh? Has it really been 8 years? And this child, Demetria, said they had only broke up twice, okay? And that Roger Bob said that was when they were off, okay? Whatever. Even Nene was like, men will say that all the time. Be like, don't you remember that's when we was off? No, I don't remember that. I don't remember. Okay? Yeah, Roger Bob was full of it, Demetria. Phaedra was throwing all kind of shades at this girl. She started talking about how she's an actress playing Janine on, House of Pain. And how she was a crackhead. And Phaedra was like, well, you never did. Did you do crack, though? And Demetria was like, no. No, I haven't done crack. And she was like, okay, I just gotta ask. Phaedra kind of remind me of, how them old people just say whatever the heck they want? That's what Phaedra was giving me, okay? Because she was saying each and everything she done felt. Anything that it came to mind, she just was so blunt with it. I don't even understand that, okay? I'm like, Phaedra, why you gotta say that? Anyways, so cut to all the ladies are going to Puerto Rico because Demetria has a show out there, so she has invited all the ladies out there. They get into the airport. Miss Portia is dressed in her blue or purple, whatever it is, dress. Short dress with her tinted heels on, like Kandi say, and her $80,000 purse. And they're in a car and with Demetria, and they're just sitting there talking about how she wants to do all the things she wants to do with Roger Bob or whatever. And Kandi was like, maybe you need to take, some lessons from Portia, because Portia can talk a man into anything. You see, she got this $80,000 purse over here. And I'm like, Portia, really? We need to talk, girl. How you do that? Anyways, so they get there. They end up picking out their rooms. Portia got the big one. Kandi got the small one. Who came next? Claudia and, Kenya, Cynthia, 3 musketeers. They done showed up. And Demetria goes over there and she's talking to them about how she's cool with all the girls, but Phaedra, she just really trying to get to figure out. She don't really understand what's going on with Phaedra. Okay, now she didn't already talk to Kandi and Portia about it. And Kandi and Portia kind of was like, well, that's what Phaedra do. She likes shades. Okay, she will say something. You be like, what? What you say? And you just gotta, keep it pushing. You either gonna reply back and she gonna stop it, or you ain't gonna say nothing at all and she gonna keep it going. So after that, when she goes to talk to Kenya feels like she knows Phaedra the best. Okay? Kenya starts talking about how, well, I feel like I know her the best, and what I can really say is she's a very shady person. She's very mean, very rude. And Kenya, I would think out of the 3 of y'all that just came in there, that Cynthia would know her the best, and she's known her the longest, and their husbands are the closest. Where in the world do you think you know her the best because you was trying to be with her man. Okay, next. So Phaedra and Nene show up, and they go check on Miss Demetria. Now Demetria is getting her face beat and her clothes put on, and she ends up, introducing her stylist to Nene and Phaedra. Now Phaedra, it was like, oh, okay, you got it right this time. And he was like, this time? And she was like, yeah, you got it right this time. He's like, what you mean this time? And she was like, oh, I was just saying that it looks good tonight. What's the problem? That's all I was saying, that she looks good tonight. And then she was like, oh, okay. And she gets up and walk out with Demetria, because Demetria got to go show Nene and Phaedra their rooms. And he's like, she mean tonight. And the other girl in there, the makeup artist, she was like, yeah, what's she talking about? And he's like, you know what? Forget her old, dry, old ass. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. So, anyways, they go show Nene and Phaedra the room. Nene's like, oh, this is nice, but small. And I'm like, oh, Lord, it's nice. Keep it at that. Keep it at that. You said as long as it's clean. Who cares if it's small? Alright? It's nice. Move on. So next, the girls are all at, dinner. And actually it wasn't even all the girls. It was just Demetria, Claudia, Cynthia, and Kenya. And they all toasting. And they telling Demetria how it's wonderful that she brought them out there. And they happy that, to be there. Next thing you know, the rest of them come in. It's Kandi, Phaedra, Portia, and Nene. And they just come and sit down and, King is like, well, they didn't say nothing to Demetria, like, even acknowledge her. They didn't thank her for bringing them out there. They was just, and I feel her on that, okay? Demetria is the reason that y'all are out there. Y'all can show a little bit more respect, a little bit more gratitude. Okay, get it together, ladies. So anyways, they sit down, they start talking. And Phaedra sat down and she started throwing shade again. I'm like, Phaedra, no. Phaedra sits down. She starts talking about, I don't even know what the hell she said. And then Demetria was like, you know what, Phaedra? I don't know you, and I kind of feel like the way you have been talking to me, and Portia's like, oh no, we're going to start this off with negativity. She's like, yes, I just want to get this off my chest. So she was like, you know what, I don't like how you been talking to me, okay, I feel like you disrespected me. She was like, oh, you feel like I disrespected you? Really? You feel like that was shade? She was like, yes, Phaedra, it was definitely shade. And Phaedra was like, oh, okay. And she was like, you said something about my age. She was like, you know what? Don't no 35-year-old needs to be singing no pop. I don't understand. You should have tried that when you was 20, not 35. Not no pop star. No, not at your age. Okay, you should probably try gospel or folk music. And we like, oh, Phaedra, come on now. And she was like, and another thing that you said was you started talking about my relationship. And she was like, yes, you have been with you, the one that bring up your relationship. You talk about how you've been with him 8 years. She was like, do you really want to go there? Do you really want to go there, Phaedra? Phaedra, do you really want to go there? And she was like, yeah, let's go there, okay? You're the one that's always bringing up. She was like, okay, look, the only thing that me and you have in common is that mine's been here for 8 years and yours is going away for 8 years. And she was like, so it don't matter. I got a ring, though. She was like, okay, but he's going away. Phaedra, why are you being so mean right now? They telling her, look, Cynthia's like, look, Phaedra, Demetria just feels like you've been kind of rude, and some of the things that you said were kind of hurtful. And she was like, okay, well, forget it. I won't be, I won't say nothing else ever again. Don't invite me nothing else. All right, I don't care about this girl. Shoot, I don't care nothing about what she do. And we just like, oh, that's that stress from that marriage. Yes, we are being biased. She's being mean. But I definitely think that's that stress from that marriage. Because that was not called for. Okay, because if I was Demetria, I'd be like, okay, well, you ain't got to wait for the next time. You can get up and go now. I will call you a cab, honey. I will gladly do it for you. Because you is not going to sit here and disrespect me like this. So Nene starts getting into with Cynthia, talking about how, well, you don't need to be jumping in it because you weren't there. And Cynthia was like, well, I can still tell her how I feel. She was like, you know what? You don't need to be talking just to Phaedra. Okay, talk to both of them. She was like, if I feel like talking to Phaedra, I will do it. She's like, whatever. Don't even say nothing. So Claudia is like, I cannot believe we are sitting here with a bunch of grown women acting so childish. And you know what, Claudia? I feel you on that. Because some of that stuff was just so petty. It was like, it don't even have to go there. What is the problem? And, Nene's like, oh, so you have a brain of your own? She was like, yes, I have a brain of my own. Why would you say that? She was like, because, I would expect for you to be, having your little, master or whatever telling you everything to do. And Claudia was like, oh, you know what? That's real funny coming from a puppet master, all right? And she was like, puppet master? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Okay, you always trying. Yeah. Claudia's right. She's reading Nene right now. They going back and forth. Nene started talking about how she broke and how Claudia just wants to be like her and do. She's like, you want my bank account? You wanna because you bankrupt and all this. You wanna be successful like me. You wanna be on TV shows like me. She was like, oh, the ones that are canceled. You talking about those shows, huh? And Nene's like, yeah, those shows. It doesn't matter. I'm still out here doing my thing. And she was like, but you used to be a stripper. She was like, I don't care. That was 20 years ago. Okay? You out here trying to do stuff. You just as old as me, too. She was like, no, but I look 20 years younger. Okay? You look 20 years older. All right? Did you buy that hair? She's like, yes, I bought that hair. Sitting over there with an attitude. Nene, she got you. She got you together. Claudia, set your ass down. She told you she read you your rights. Alright? Because you deserved it. I'm sorry. Y'all was just acting so petty. And it was ridiculous to see all y'all at that table and y'all like, there was no unity. It was like sides. Y'all were acting so childish. Are you for real? So childish. And we're going to get into it next episode, okay? Nene already went in on Claudia's coochie. She said that she done been beat by everybody in the industry. Okay, she don't even have a clit no more. Alright, and I'm sorry. I feel like with these girls, it's childish, but they definitely, Claudia got that sharp tongue, that sharp mouth, and I think that this is going to be a great, funny season. I'm not going to lie. So that's it for this. That's it for this review. It looks like Phaedra and Demetria are going to make up next episode. I hope so, because they had no issues. I saw no point into it. I just felt like Phaedra was taking I felt like Phaedra was taking her stress and shading everybody. Okay, I really do, and I expect better from Phaedra. Alright, so that's it, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Sherman. And y'all just be easy, y'all. Take care. Bye.